Welcome to Scriptural Snapshots, brought to you by Living Faith Ministries in Kaiser, West Virginia, where we bring the living Word of God into your life. I'm Pastor Gordon Brubaker. We're talking for several weeks now about the God of the Torah and what the God of the Torah has introduced into culture, into society, into our belief system. And this is awesome. It comes from Dennis Prager and his Rational Bible out of his commentary on the book of Exodus. And he lists 15 contributions of the God of the Torah. We're just going through all 15 of these and take a look at them and see how really profound they are. And yesterday we introduced number 10, and it goes along with number 11 that we're going to introduce today. But number 10 says that the Torah says God reveals God as being incorporeal or without a body. And this opens up dreaming. This opens up a whole nother sphere that is beyond the natural things that you can see to come up with new things. So number 11 says this: the God introduced by the Torah teaches us the physical is not the only reality. Consequently, there can be non-physical realities such as a soul, an afterlife, and mortality. Now think about that. This is an awesome thing to understand, that God is spirit, that God is not limited by the natural thing, teaches us that this natural world is not the only reality. You know, there's a lot of people that cannot accept that. You know, that they cannot believe in anything other than what they see in the natural. And that limits them to a certain dimension of thinking, because they can't grasp anything other than what they can see, sense, smell, touch, taste, whatever. But if you begin to believe and understand that there's a spiritual realm that is bigger and larger than and just as real as the natural things that we see, you can begin to believe in a soul. See, the people that only believe in the natural world don't believe in a soul. They don't believe in immortality. They don't believe in an afterlife. Now, if you don't believe in a soul, then you are obviously just a product of your environment. You are just a product of your natural abilities. You can never change from those things. I read a radical teaching the other day that says that you can never be more than what your ancestors were, and you're doomed to repeat exactly what your ancestors did. Now think about that. That means if you were born into a family of where they were heroin addicts, you're going to be a heroin addict, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. If you were born into a household of thieves, you're going to wind up being a thief, and there's nothing that you can do about it. If you're lucky enough to be born into a house of intellectuals, well, you're going to be obviously an intellectual, and you are a higher class and above other people, and there's really nothing you can do about it. You may fall now and then, but really you're just one of the good guys because you understand things that other people can't grasp. This is ridiculous. I mean, this is stupid. The Bible teaches us that the sins of the father the punishment for the sins of the father shall not come upon the children. Okay, what does that mean? Well, it means that what your parents did doesn't have to come upon you. It means just because my parents were heroin addicts, and mine weren't necessarily, but just because yours might be, doesn't mean you're going to be addicted to drugs for the rest of your life. You can change. Isn't that awesome? You can change. There's a movie out, you can change your destiny. You can change your stars. And you can, by faith in God. See, you are more than just the natural things that make you up. You are soul. You have a spirit, man. Your soul is your will, your mind, your emotions. It's your intellect. It's all of these things. But you are more than just a physical being limited by natural things. You can dream. You can be born again. This is, and if you only believe in the natural, you don't believe in the new birth. You don't believe in God because God is spirit. You don't believe in the supernatural. You don't believe in an afterlife. And you have a lot of people today saying that once you die, you're dead. So the only hope you have is in this life. Well, if there's no afterlife and the only life I get is this life, I'll just rob, I'll steal, I'll plunder, I'll do drugs, because as long as I'm happy and oblivious, nothing else matters, right? Why work? Why have a job? Why try to bless my children? Why do you build for the future? Because as far as you are concerned, there is absolutely no future if there is no God. This is an awesome thing to think about, that God is God, and he has given us the opportunity to know him, to be changed, to become more than what our past tells us that we can be. This is the life of Christ within us who believe. I'm Pastor Gordon Brubaker. God bless you.